We're going to do a lot of high school football looking ahead to round 2 of the playoffs. All of our teams that are still alive are all playing on Saturday. We are going to talk more to the Washington soccer team. We're going to show off that pink hair of the head coach. Plus, we're going to hear from the 3 senior captains who have led their team to where no Washington team's gone before the state finals. So we got that coming up. I think we'll have a little bit of time to talk a little high school volleyballs. We're on the eve of the sectional championships. So we got a busy show for you, but let's kick it off with high school football. The Class 6A playoffs. Normal West for a 3rd straight year is taking on Chicago Simeon. The good news, Normal West has beat Simeon the past couple of years. Maybe the tough news, this time the game's in Chicago. And this is a very good Chicago Simeon team Normal West playing. Just because they beat them the last 2 years won't mean much Saturday. They're going to have to play awfully well to beat the Simeon Wolverines.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I say this every year. I mean, athletically and just size-wise, physicality, they're unbelievable. You know, you look at it on paper, it's not a very good matchup, and so that's something that we got to plan for. We got to find some ways to attack that. They got tons of speed all over the field. They got size that we don't have, and you know, physicality, and right. So those are things that we got to be able to prepare for and be good to go with. But, you know, their quarterback this year is mobile. He can throw the ball really well. Last couple of years, they haven't had a guy that is quite as accurate as he is. You know, they run the ball well still. Defensively, they got a couple of bookend DNs that are Division I caliber guys. I think one of them's going to Michigan. The other one's got Big Ten offers. And, you know, they just got some pedigree guys that are just really outstanding football players. So that's what we got to be ready for.
That should be a good one. That's at Gately Stadium, one of the historic homes of Chicago football. One of the best games I ever saw. Man, it's got to be 35 years ago. Richwoods against Mount Carmel, 7-6. Mount Carmel beat Richwoods at Gately Stadium, so that'll be fun for Normal West. Dunlap is also in the 6A playoffs. They also have a very athletic challenge. They're at Crete Monet, just a remarkably fast, athletic team. But maybe the biggest big-time athlete on that field will be Dunlap's All-American tight end.
Dunlap Eagles senior Max Sutter has had a lot of great moments in his high school career, but one of his favorites on Friday night when he was part of his first winning playoff game as Dunlap beat Pekin.
We've just been putting work in all summer, so just came in with a confident thought and just got the job done. So, I mean, it's just awesome. Everyone's loving it, so it'll just carry a lot of momentum going into week 2 of the playoffs.
Sutter has been a 4-year star at Dunlap. At 6'6", 230 pounds, he stands out under the Friday night lights. Dunlap coach Brett Caslett first heard of Mac long before high school.
As a football coach, when you hear there's a kid down at the middle school dunking in a basketball game, you know you got a pretty good athlete coming. So he's so unique in the skills that he has. He's so big, but yet so skilled. I mean, that's what's made him a top recruit in the country.
Mac has had a remarkable high school career at Dunlap. He's certainly one of the top high school players in the country, which is pretty remarkable considering he started playing tackle football at a very late age compared to most high school players.
So I first started in 8th grade playing tackle football at JFL over here, but before that I always played flag football. Oh yeah, that was my dream to play JFL. Like, I would see all my friends playing it. I'd go to their house, they'd have their pads, and I'd just be in shock. I'd be like, whoa, this is sweet.
Coming from flag football, Mac had to embrace tackle football.
Yeah, I'd say freshman, sophomore, even a little bit last year, I was definitely on the softer side. I mean, just kind of getting used to everything and used to physicality.
Sutter now brings the pain. He embraces the physicality of football. Next month, he'll graduate from Dunlap. He heads to Alabama as a prize recruit in January. But all he's thinking about now is embracing every last moment of his Dunlap Eagles career.
Growing up playing with them, it's just been so fun, and we've created something really special. So hopefully we can end it pretty good here and go on a pretty good run.
Indeed, good luck to Dunlap. While Dunlap and Normal West both head north to battle Chicagoland teams, we do have one great 309 matchup. We got the Big 12's Peoria High Lions and the Middle Illini's Morton Potters clashing in Class 5A. These teams are pretty similar. They actually work out in the summer together. They're both power teams. They both have massive offensive lines. And they both expect a real physical battle Saturday night at Peoria Stadium when Peoria High hosts the Morton Potters.
If we play for each other and go out there with max effort and max physicality, and I think we'll be a really good matchup for this team, and it'll come down to a few big plays.
I know that they want to win, We can't just underestimate them at any point. We just got to go out there and do what we was taught, do our job, and it'll be successful for us.
Should be a great game. That is a 7 o'clock kickoff Saturday night at Peoria Stadium. The Metamora Redbirds take on Morris. When you think high school football in this state, Metamora and Morris are two towns, two high schools you think of. They met in a state title game. Pat Ryan's first state championship game was a win over Morris. These are two great physical football teams. Metamora and Morris should be a great game. And Metamora knows no matter what year you play Morris, you go to Morris, you're going to have your hands full. It's going to be a battle for Coach Dolinsky's Redbirds.
We know when you get Morris, it's a big one, and you're doing the right things if you're getting to play them.
What makes them special this year?
They're huge, and they get off the ball, and they play up there in that conference. It's physical as all get out, but they got a lot of really, really good dudes. They're all. You just look at them, they all look the same, and the numbers change, but size doesn't, speed doesn't, so they're all just really good players, and we're going to have to be, buckled up, ready to go.
A running primary team?
Yeah, they get downhill. That's what they want to do. They're, a lot like a Washington, a Dunlap. So we've seen similar where it's kind of some zone action with a quarterback who's a good athlete that'll cost you if you don't pay attention to where he's at. And two good side wide receivers, but it's up front. They got their right side are as big as we've seen.
Should be a great, great game, Metamora at Morris. Hey, congratulations to all the playoff teams that have made it to round 2. You are the only teams in the state that are practicing under the lights. Yes, with daylight savings over, we got moonlight. We got the, what do we got? The Wednesday night lights in El Paso Gridley. Yeah, practicing well past dark to get ready for high school football. And something else about El Paso Gridley, as they get ready to take on Sterling Newman, the scoreboard lit up tonight with a score of Titans 1, Guest 0. El Paso Gridley's 10-0, but 1-0 has been their theme all year. What does that scoreboard mean, 1-0? What does that mean?
1-0 each week.
Is that something you've lived by all year? Explain it to me.
No matter how many games we've won and we're undefeated, we're just taking the games 1-0 each week. That's all we're focused on.
That scoreboard's a good reminder. I mean, you are a focused team.
We're really focused. We're disciplined, and we're always going to execute our plays. And if we're not, we're not going to harp on each other. We're going to stay positive.
They're a lively bunch. They have good attitudes every day they're out here. They're good to coach. They're coachable. They take feedback well. So there's no looking ahead. We're focused on going 1-0, and that's why it's on the scoreboard.
Pretty nice reminder there indeed. All right.